laptop. Okay. So I do all of that, right? But I focus my time management, and I really want to touch base on time management because it's very important that every single day we put the activities that we have to do, like picking up our daughter, or date night, or field trips, or door knocking, or meeting with your managing broker, meeting with the marketing team, having a training. So all your trainings that we have through the whole month of August, September, and going on, you guys should put it on your calendar and treat it like an appointment. When someone tells me like, "Hey, David, can we meet at on Tuesday at 1 o'clock?" No, I can't, but I can meet at 3 o'clock, which I have an appointment at 3. Right? So you guys have to treat it like that, because if you start letting clients tell you like, "Hey, David, can we meet on Tuesday at 1 o'clock?" Yeah, you know what? Sure, no problem. You know what? I'll make something work, and I'll just cancel my training, and I'll go meet the client that's only approved for 100,000. Which is more valuable, the training or that $100,000 client that might not even buy? You know what I'm saying? So, and also goes for listings. Like that seller that's like, you know what, we want to sell, but I got to talk to my cousin and then my aunt and so on and so forth. And then you just wasted your time not showing up to the training, where you could have learned valuable lessons, valuable tactics, and valuable skills that you guys can start using in today's business. So what I always talk about is time management and color coding. So blue in my calendar, I put working on your business. That means meeting with your business, meeting with your managing broker, going to trainings, going to meeting with the marketing department. I'm gonna go pass out flyers. I'm gonna work on your business. So that has to be in your calendar. When you're gonna go to the post office to deliver some postage or whatever, right? Or I'm meeting with my managing broker to discuss my quarter 4 plans, right? Or meeting with the marketing department to go over my quarter 1 plans. So these things have to be on your calendar. Or I'm gonna have a team meeting with my team. If I don't have a team, guess what? You're your own team, individually. So planning those activities have to be on your calendar. Your team meetings. I'm gonna check this training, that's this webinar, or I'm gonna go see this Tom Ferry webinar. Whatever it is, you're working on your business. Does that make sense, guys? And it has to be on your calendar. Green is your money-making activities, are your showings, are your buyer's consultations, your listing appointments, your calls, your cold calls, your power hours. Like all these things need to be on your calendar, right? Yesterday I put 2 hours of prospecting, and that's exactly what I did. It has to be on your calendar, right? Red, this is the biggest time wasters, and frankly, 90% of real estate agents focus on these red things. Transactions. Let me check emails. Let me check. Let me follow with the inspectors. Let me follow with the attorneys. Let me follow with the lenders. I don't do any of that stuff. I let the attorney do his job. I let the inspector do his job. I let the lender do his job. We'll follow up with them, but I let them do their jobs because I'm out there focusing on getting new business. Making sense? I'm putting in a lockbox, going to the village, just transactional stuff. Yellow is your personal time, like going to the gym, going to yoga, kids, fun stuff, vacations, and you should definitely put this on your calendar. Because how many times have you guys disappointed your family because you forgot something? Raise your hands. I know I have. So that has to go on your calendar. Questions about this? And also, I didn't write it down on here, but print out your calendar every single day. Very important. I have it on my phone. I have it on my iPad. I have it on paper. But I always print it out because I want to know what's happening every single day, what I have to accomplish, what we have to confirm, what we need to follow up on, and so on and so forth. You have questions?
I think I'll go back to when you were talking about blue, and you said
Working on your business?
or the educating part of it, that you should do the training instead of listing appointment.
I would do it. Listen, so another thing that I practice is I don't schedule showings, I don't schedule listing appointments, I don't schedule anything after 3 o'clock. Because in the morning you should be focused on your business, focused on learning a new marketing technique, learning how to do TikTok, learning how to do whatever. That stuff needs to be on your calendar. Make sense? But yes, I mean, I've canceled listing appointments because I had to do something that's important to me and I'm working on my business. Because I think that's more valuable. Yes, the commissions are great, but I want to be able to learn something that's going to help my business grow even further. Right? Questions on this, guys? I know I talked a lot about this. You guys all got this? All right, we have 120 days left in the year. I keep stressing that stuff out because the year's coming. And guess what happens in December? Holidays, are you at Thanksgiving, Christmas presents, birthdays, like a lot of stuff happens. And I always push so much on this because comes December, oh, we don't have this for that, or we don't have that for this, or I can't send out presents to my clients because we get part of it. We get part of the holiday season, which is fine, but you guys have to plan on it and put it on your calendar. But do not let go on prospecting. Do not let go on lead generation. Do not let go of events. Do not let go of things that are going to get you more business. All right? Question on this, guys? No? I don't mean to scare you guys. You guys look all scared.
I only have anxiety.
All right. And that's what I want. I want you guys to be fearful because if you guys don't have fear, you guys won't succeed. Does that make sense? All right. Adapting to change. Push every day. That's literally what I do every single day. Sir. Push every single day. No matter what's going on in your life, everyone has problems. I have problems. But you gotta still put that to the side. When you walk through those doors, take everything to the side and push forward. Every single day. No matter what's going on with financials, family, kids, wives, husbands, whatever's going on, once you walk through those doors, you have to be 100%. Because you owe it to yourself, right? So I always talk about cycles. So every time you have a client, think about a 60, 90-day cycle. So if Michelle tells me like, hey, David, I want to buy a house, I get a call today. By the time Michelle decides to meet with a lender or someone, it's another week. And by the time Michelle says like, oh man, I forgot my bank statement or I forgot my W-2s, it's another 2 weeks. And then finally, week 3, she gets pre-approved, great. Then I meet with her, and then guess what? She wants Hinsdale, and she's only approved for $300,000. So then I gotta coach her and train her, like, hey, you know what? We gotta be realistic here. Here's the budget. This is what we gotta do, and this is how we're gonna get you there. And then finally, Michelle breaks in. Like, you know what? Let's go. That's already 4 weeks. And then remember, there's no inventory, right? And then rates. And then she called me, hey, David, I just seen CNN, Fox News, that rates went up. It's still a good time to buy. Yes, it's still a great time to buy. And I always say these 3 things. The best time to buy was yesterday. The second best time is today. And the worst time to buy is tomorrow. Because you don't know what's going to happen. So going back to Michelle's example, so now it's 60 days until she finally decides to put an offer. And then we're going to go through inspections and then appraisal. Hopefully there's no issues with inspections. Hopefully there's no issues with appraisals. And guess what? Now we're in like day 85. And then guess what? She tells me, like, hey, David, but you know what? I have to work and I can't go to closing. And now I have to convince her, like, you have to take this day off because you're closing this day. Hasn't it happened? Where clients like, oh, I got to work. I can't close or I can get off early. Like, do it. You're going to close on your house. You have to take the day off. And then that's another 2-hour conversation. And then guess what? It's 90 days by the time Michelle closes. 90 days to me, that's 3 months. And guess what? That's 3 mortgages. That's 3 school payments. That's 3 gas bills. That's 3 light bills. Does that make sense to you guys? So guess what? I need like 100. I need 100 Michelles. I need 10 Michelles. Because guess what? And on day 85, she tells me, David, I don't want the house anymore. Guess what? You're starting all over. And then guess what? And then what about the bills? And then how much stress? And then how much anxiety now that's real anxiety, right? And then guess what? Now you have commission, bro. Now you're only thinking about your commission, right? And then the narrative change. Now I'm thinking about my best interest versus Michelle's best interest. Like Michelle, just buy the fucking house. At this point, just sign whatever you gotta sign.
No, don't forget.
Did I just run through a real life experience?
Yeah, literally.
Right? So now we need 10 Michelles, we need 20 Michelles.
I do too.
You gotta keep calling people. You gotta keep in front of people. You gotta get appointments because these 120 days are gonna go by fast. All right. All right. Again, I didn't mean to scare you guys, but I'm so passionate about this though because I hear it all day long. What's that? So how rates affect your business? Quite frankly, it does affect the business, right? But it shouldn't affect the business because no matter if it's 8% today, 9% tomorrow, or 6% yesterday, people that still need to move will buy. People that still need to get divorced will get divorced. People that now is having another baby will buy another house. So we gotta take this out your heads because you guys gotta go be fishing. Last time I checked, there's a lot of closing on the MLS. Every single day there's closings. And guess what? They're not closing with me. They're closing with another realtor. And guess what? You guys have to be that other realtor. Right? Low inventory. Again, last thing I checked, there's still signs going up in front of my house. There's still going signs everywhere. There's people that are going to sell. We just got to find them. Right? Going after expired listings for sale by owners. All these things, right? They're all opportunities. Any questions on this? 75 days, rates, inventory? No? All right. How to get more listings. So one of the things that we talk about and we do is expires. I have Vortex. We call expired listings for sale by owners. Zillow. Have you guys all gone to Zillow to get telephone numbers? There's cell phone numbers there. Mailers, which I'll show you guys in a second. And past clients, like literally like anyone that's been in the business longer than probably 2 years are gonna do great with past clients. Because now people, my first year clients, my 24 past clients that I closed with, they all love me. Because I was really intentional, I was there, you know. And then guess what? Then they refer me business and so on and so forth, right? For the new people, mailers for sale by owners expires is the best way to get new listings. Year 2 agents need to focus on past clients. Not necessarily like, hey, Michelle, I'm gonna, are you ready to sell your house? Tell me more about what's going on. More like, hey, Michelle, how's everything going? How are your kids doing? Checking up on them. For expires, for sale by owners, mailers, anyone that's just got into business today, could start focusing on that. People always say like, oh, I just got my license, I should focus on buyers. Wrong. Focus on sellers. Number 1, right? People are gonna say like, oh, get your experience through buyers. Wrong. You're wasting your time. For each seller, they're spending 3 times less time versus a buyer. Because a buyer, you're showing them in Oaklawn, and then guess what? They change their mind. They want to go see in Bolingbrook, and then guess what? Now they want to be investors. Now they want to look at multifamily, and then you're just going through town. With a seller, you call them up, tell them like, hey, you want to sell? Great. You put a sign up, and then you let another realtor sell it, and that's it, and you're done. So one of the things that we're doing is mailers. Very simple. I know I showed it a couple times. I know you guys were in trainings. So it's not pretty. It's not a nice graphic that our marketing team, which they could do it. But just for sake of time, because we have 120 days left, there's a sense of urgency from me and my team that we need to get these listings ASAP. So we just go on the Word document, create this document, a little bit of word art, copy and paste. We send it to that printer. You see that printer back there? Right? And then there's paper, usually in the office. We print these, right? We print out how many? 200? And then we buy these little white envelopes. I mean, like labels. Again, we print it out in that printer back there. We print out about 10 with my information on it, and then we get the data from Remind, and again we print it out from that computer printer, and then we buy these for $21. We get 100 on Amazon, and guess what? They get delivered here because I don't want them delivered to my house. I want them here because Ali's going to work on them. So $21, and then your postage stamp, which is a roll of 100, which costs about 50 bucks, I think. 50 bucks, something like that. So 60 bucks plus 21 plus free paper equals 80 something. So with 80 bucks, if you mail, and then we only mail it to specific people that have no mortgage, people that have been in their property longer than 10 years, and we don't do 1,000 mailers. We only do 100, like 100, because we want it to be manageable. Because I know you guys see realtors like 1,000 here and then 1,000 there and then 1,000 there. I used to be that agent. I used to spend so much money on mailers. And guess what? I got one person that called me back, and that was a buyer. And guess what? And guess he bought for 120,000. I learned my lesson real fast. So these are very simple, cheap. I mean, obviously you guys could go that extra mile and get the nice, beautiful ones, spend thousands of dollars on the print, and I'm sure you guys will get the same results. But you have a question? No? You have a question?
I think I was just going to comment, because you mentioned the mailers, it's about consistency. So you do the same 100, right? Let's just say you're doing 100 in South, whatever, 63rd, 50th, or whatever.
Yeah.
He's doing the same 100 every month to the same people. He's being consistent with it. Can't just send it once, that's what I'm saying. This is my
Yes.
problem.
Before, I used to set, like, you know what? This month I'm going to target Cicero. This month I'm going to target Berwyn. You know what? Now I want to get to luxury market. I'm going to target Oak Park. And then, you know what? Let me target Lincoln Park. So I was doing that and not being consistent. So, therefore, that's the consistency, hitting the same people over and over and over again.
How often do you change? How often do you switch?
I don't switch it. I keep hitting the same ones. Yeah, for at least 12 months. For a whole year. Excuse me? Yes, farming. Yes. Or I call it just mailers, whatever you want to call it. All right. Questions? All right. And you guys want to learn a little bit more how to do it, you guys can contact Ali. All right. So what's coming up? September, October, November, December, holidays. So this is the best time to be targeting your spirit influences, your past clients. Go on Amazon and buy like the cheapest. Like I'm very cheap. I'll buy the cheapest Halloween cards, the cheapest Thanksgiving cards, but in bulk, right? The cheapest Christmas cards, the cheapest New Year's cards, and we're gonna send them all my past clients a letter. Happy Halloween, Happy Thanksgiving, Happy Christmas, Happy New Year's, whatever it is, or Merry Christmas. And keep sending them. That's 4 touches just on that, right? And then obviously you could be creative. We always put like PS if you were never too busy for your friends or family. And then you could go the extra mile. We put a lottery ticket, $1 lottery ticket. Before I used to do like $10 gift cards to Starbucks. That was a lot of money, right? But now, $1 lottery ticket. You guys could go to the gas station, liquor store, and just come out there with like hundreds of lottery tickets for 100 bucks. So this is something that I definitely, and I put this here now in September because don't do this October 1st. Because then you're like, oh man, this is a lot of work. I don't want to do it. Start ordering this stuff now. So that's something we're going to start ordering soon. Start budgeting for this. Go ahead.
If you're going to do the customized ones and have graphics designed like this, just usually has 3 details. And if you just do the full card versus the 10 card, it's cheaper. And you can get more involved. I think like one something for like 500 or 1,000. I can't remember exactly, but it's very budget friendly for those who have it. And then if you don't have it, you just got like $100 then you do the cheaper side, whatever. But this time,
Do the postcard and the 10 card?
the 10, folding card,
Oh.
the regular folding card, you do the postcard, print it back to the sale. It's cheaper.
But the main thing is just be efficient,
Yeah.
cost efficient, because everything costs money, right?
I do the same for birthdays though.
Yes, do that too. Question on this, guys? No? All right. Settlement letters.
This is one I wanted to start doing next year.
This one? All right. So, settlement letters. So, when we close on a client, we print out the settlement. You guys know what this is? We print those out, and then we write a nice little letter. Because when tax season comes out, your clients are going to need this when they bought the property. So literally, we have a little folder for each month. We have closings, and we put them on there. So when it comes January, we throw them all in the mail, and all our clients are now going to get it. So I wouldn't do this December. I wouldn't do this January. I would do it as you go. If you have 4 closings this month, do those 4. Print out those 4 settlement statements. Print out a letter. Put it in an envelope, colorful envelope, and the message kind of goes like, what does it say? We hope you're doing well. We also hope you're settling into your new home. Thank you so much for choosing Team David in the buying process. We were thinking about you and wanted to remind you tax season is upon us. Please don't forget to add this purchase to your property. Don't forget to add this to your taxes. We thought about you and we want to send you this. Very simple. Another touch, right? So that's something that you guys gotta start doing now. Don't wait till you have 100 closings and then it's December and then you're buying Christmas presents and doing all this Christmas stuff and then January hits and then you forget all about it. What?
In January, because last year I had 9 transactions, and in January I said tax season, January 1st, and I sent those to them.
Okay.
And it was like a big plus.
Yeah.
They really appreciated it. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
thank you. So yeah, that really works.
So just another thing, because usually when I buy a house, I usually like stack it somewhere, and I don't even know where I put it. And imagine people that are moving, big families, where do they put these documents? They don't even know. So when they see this come up, they're like, oh wow, like they thought about me.
And I put it in an email, it's in a PDF, and they're like, oh, I can use it.
That's great. All right. Questions on this, guys? No? You guys are really quiet today. All right. I told BNA there's going to be like a 5-second slide, so count. Celebrate your wins. Like, I'm all big about like, hey, yeah, you're like, good job, everyone, but let's get back to work. Because the minute we like take a step back and like, oh, let's just relax a little bit and let's just like lay back and you know what, we had a great month, we have 15 closings. The minute I say that, the minute we just relax and then stop prospecting, stop lead generation, stop email, stop marketing. So that's why I don't really do that. But obviously I do appreciate my team, I appreciate everyone, but we just gotta get back to it. And that's including myself. Big time, because I can just sit back and just relax for a little bit. I just can't. Because every day that you don't do it, remember the cycles, that's 60 days out, that nothing's gonna happen. That's 60 days out, that no check's gonna come in. And guess what? The bills are still gonna come in. So celebrate your wins. Go to the little closet and be like, scream like, yes, I did it, and then get out that closet and then get back to work. Quite frankly, guys. So, getting back on track. So, real estate is a roller coaster. Who's here has closed like 3 deals, and then 0, and then 0, and then 2, and then 0, 0, and then 5, and then 0, 0, 0, 0, and then 10. All right. All the things I said before this slide, that's all gonna help you guys. Consistency, making your phone calls, sending out those emails, doing the touches. They're gonna start and slowly referring you business. Be present and coming to the office. I think that's huge, guys. Like whoever is doing this full time needs to be in the office by no later than 9. Whoever is here doing it part time needs to be at the office the hour after your shift ends at work. That's just the reality, right? Because you need to come to the office and learn, prospect, take care of your clients, lead generate, send out mailers, send out cards, whatever it is, you have to do it in the office. You can't do it at home because you have your kids, you have your dogs, you have the refrigerator, you have Netflix. It's a distraction. And then keep yourself accountable. You know, do what you said you're gonna do, right? So we have a little surprise for you guys. So I want you guys to start tracking your closings. Let me pass that on. So, can I see that for a second? So I want you guys to hang this where you guys could see it every single day in your bedrooms, in the closets, in your car. We'll print them out. So I want you guys to put it somewhere in your office, in your desk, where you guys can see it every single day and track where you're at. If you're like right here, you guys need to get to work. But if you guys are like here, just keep doing more work. All right? You guys, what do you guys think about this?
Thank you.
Yes. Thank BNA for that. Michelle or someone. I know. I know it's on this.
We're gonna pass it down.
Sharing is caring.
So keep yourself accountable. So who's gonna fill this out? You guys? All right, perfect.
I have one.
So the next thing I want to kind of go over is your monthly planners. I know you guys have some nicey, colorful ones, some leather ones, some glossy ones, some Instagram ones that you guys bought or something, which is great. But I want you guys to start using these.
I literally was talking to Javi about this today.
Yeah.
Literally.
So planning out your month is very critical on your success. So everybody can look at this page real quick. September, it looks like a simple calendar, but I want you guys to put down important dates. You know, we have, parades, we have barbecues, we have family stuff, or we have seminars, we have whatever is going on in our lives, in our business. You should just write it down. So now you can see it from 100 feet away, like, okay, this is my month for September.
Color coded.
And you guys can kind of see what you guys have to do and accomplish. Okay? Because how many times has happened where like, oh shit, it's already next week? Or like, oh my God, that event is next week? Put it, write it down. All right? You guys think you guys can do that? All right. Next, I want you guys go page by page with me, guys. So don't skip ahead. So we're gonna take 5 minutes to fill this out. I'm gonna talk about it as we're going, and you guys can start writing. So monthly goals on the top line, on the top left corner. What are your monthly goals? What do you guys want to accomplish in September? Right? It could be transactional, deals, personal, whatever it is. So start writing your monthly goals. And then underneath that, it says Unreal Life. So write something that you want to accomplish that's kind of like far-fetched, but might be attainable if you work really hard. Like, for example, I want to save $20,000 this month. Or I want to contact 300 people or 500 people in my database, or I want to call all my 500 clients. What is an unreal goal that you guys think that you guys is far-fetched, but if you write it down, it might be possible? And in your business, so what is your business goal? Like, I want to reduce expenses, or I want to hire someone, or I want to have X closings. Whatever it is, write it down. So can you guys take a minute and just do that for me real quick, please? No, hold on. That's fine. Sure. So monthly goals, unreal life goals, and a business goal. It could be simple. You guys can come back to it. But let's just write something down, please.
The unreal life and all that is what we want to do it in a month.
In a month. All right. Was that a minute? And then on the left side, and you guys can do this at home, write down 5 action steps on how you're going to attain that unreal life goal. And then underneath that section, 5 action steps on how to attain your business goal. So again, this is monthly. 31 days this month? 30 days? 30 days. All right. All right, moving on to the left side, on the top right corner, book of the month. What book, reading, audible, whatever you guys want, what book are you guys going to read this month? It could be business, I don't know, it could be Harry Potter, it could be whatever you guys want. Something that's going to make your brain active. Is there any good books that you guys are reading right now? Timely Habits? Atomic Habits? That was good. The Agent's Edge, all right. Anyone else? Indestructible? All right. Anyone else? No? Don't read People's Week. Don't read, what's those gossip ones? The garbage stuff. Don't read any of that stuff. All right. Underneath the book of the month, write down monthly numbers to achieve. So contacts made. How many people are you going to contact this month? Calls, face to face, 100, 200, 300, 50. Right underneath that, appointments set. Out of those 500 people that you're going to contact, how many appointments are you going to set? Right underneath that, appointments. So for an appointment, from the people you contacted, your appointment set, how many people are you going to set? And out of those 300 people that you set, how many are you actually going to go on? And this is just a good estimate, an estimate of where your business is at. So if you're only like contacting like 10 people a month, don't put 500. be realistic to what you guys are accomplishing. And out of the appointments gone to, how many are you going to sign? And then out of the contract signed, how many people are you going to add to your database? Adding it to your CRM, to your Excel, your MLS. How many people are you going to add to your database? Your guys' goal should be at least 20 a week. 5 a day, right? And how are you going to add people? Go on Facebook groups. Join at least 3 Facebook groups that are in your area. Create a Facebook group. And then right underneath that, where are you at today? Where are you at year-to-date goal? I mean, where are you at? Your actual number, and what is your goal for the year? Put that in the bottom. What do you guys think about this? Good? All right.
Are we gonna get a PDF version or does
No. You have to get it from me. Just kidding. I'll email it to you.
appreciate you?
Next,
I'm saying I only be set for September. What about October?
you just gotta wait till October comes. Your P&L. So at the end of the month, write down how much you made, and then your expenses. All right. If you guys don't have accountants or stuff like that, what I would recommend, save all your receipts, fill this out, and then staple your receipts to this, and then file it. If you guys have an accountant, bless your souls. But if you guys don't, that's what I would do. Cool? Questions on the P&L? No? All right. So this page is an extra. If you go to the next page where it says 1 and 2. So this is your calendar. So I just gave you guys a calendar. So Friday, September 1st, write down what you have to do. And in the bottom corner, or in the bottom, it says, how many people did you contact on September 1st? How many appointments did you set? How many appointments did you go on? Contract signed, add to database. So every day you have the opportunity to write down what your activities did. What did you actually guys do? Make sense? So every day we should be working on your monthly goal. Because you guys just said your numbers, and every day we gotta focus on your numbers. On who you met with, how many appointments did you go on, how many contracts did you sign. Okay? Questions on this? So this goes from September 1st all the way to the 30th. So I would highly recommend you guys use this, fill it out. This is a good opportunity to go over with your managing broker every time you guys meet with them. You guys can meet with me, schedule an appointment with Ale. Next time I see you guys, because I have, what's that thing? Photographic memory. So I know, so next time I see you guys, I'm gonna ask for this, and if you guys have it blank, and there's no deals, I know why. So that is kind of everything I wanted to talk to you guys today. I didn't mean to scare you guys. I just wanted to give you guys a sense of urgency that we have 120 days left. And I want you guys all to do well. And I'm here to help. Anything you guys need. But make sure, don't just randomly just come up over here and ask for help. Schedule an appointment with Ale. She'll be here to put you down. And I would love to meet with everyone, whoever wants to meet. I'll open up to questions. Anyone has any questions? 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 Come on, you guys have that. Go ahead, Monica. you have to give yourself at least an hour, minimum an hour, to just time block and call people. Obviously, like I have like follow-up calls, I have systems to help me do that, and obviously I have Outlet too. But you have to have a system on every day who you're specifically going to target. You could target one day, your past clients, your current clients, people you have on the pipeline, your listings, your people that kind of like went away in a little way, a little bit, just certain things like that. But you have to have a system. You can't just like one day like, hey, I'm gonna contact 200 people. And actually, I do have a system to help you with that. That's just another training for another day.
I was gonna mention that system, but since you're gonna wait for another day.
So, I mean, what's your take on what a lot of agents say? Oh, during the holidays, there's no business.
I just had that meeting this morning. I always say like it's like I'm always busy, no matter if it's Sunday or it's Easter. I'm busy because we are pushing every single day.